what is theatrical can be anywhere, and it can be anything. I think that only exploring it in one space is underserving what the art form is and what it is capable of.
You seem like someone I could count on. Obviously I can, you're here, which historically means we're not going home together because I go home with boys like Cody.
Cody?
Do you know what the name Cody means?
No.
Nothing. You know that image that you're getting of a guy named Cody, white, backwards bald cat, calls girls bruh, wants to get rich off drop shipping and wants to be a dating coach? Yeah, so the world needed a name for guys like that, and they chose fucking Cody. He's trying to blur those lines between audience and actor and audience and design. The actor can be a text message, the actor can be an audio installation, the audience can be anywhere.
Technology affords us a huge landscape to play with, and I think that allows us to tell a different type of story, to ask more urgent questions that maybe are not available to us in a traditional space.
Every time we'd say goodbye at the airport, I'd feel like I was leaving a piece of myself behind. The thought of having to do that over and over, I imagined myself wasting away. Until finally, one day, I'd take off and just disappear.
His work can be vast and epic and at the same time intimate and lives in a jewelry box. He really is part of that very important new wave of Asian Canadian writers. David opened the gates to all kinds of voices that we're hearing today.
It's the scare politic, the xenophobia, that's the real terror, is that we are conflating China with the Chinese. Those fears need to be writ large.
Yeah.
Everything that I am questioning because the dominant metaphor of wholeness does not apply to how I exist in the world. When I look at the voices that have been allowed to speak, I became keenly aware that the half of me that was Chinese was missing from that conversation. And so I want the Asian Canadian community to be able to tell whatever story they goddamn well please.
The way he interacts, intersects, and confronts cultural identity, cultural norms, cultural values, and then upends them. That is one of those things that you come away with from a David Yi play. His innovations come from his experiences.
No Foreigner started with an investigation into migration paths, and that very quickly turned into the disappearance of Chinese malls. In the spirit of immersivity, I often need to go to the places that I'm writing about. My pursuit to understand the other through my own lens is fairly important, and I think drives that research. Because of that, I have spent probably an inordinate amount of time in hotel rooms. The small period of time the world needs to be about you, you can make it about you, just to get that work done. And then you can open it back up to everybody else. When I was a boy in Kowloon, my grandfather, a rich man, kept 2 koi fish in a tank by the kitchen. Every Sunday we would eat there, and I would spend hours staring at them. My grandfather joked that tonight we would eat one of the fish for dinner and ask that I choose which one. He made this joke every Sunday until he died. When my grandfather died, one of the koi fish joked that they should eat him for dinner. The other koi fish said the joke was in bad taste. The first koi fish asked if that was a joke. It was not.